All right, back in the Uintas. This is my first trip out since I've done the Northside Highline Trail. So I'm going to head up and do the Lofty Lake Loop. I've done this loop before, but I've never done it on the channel. And I've also never stayed overnight at Camas Lake. So we're definitely got a couple of firsts here for everything. So we're going to get it moving. Okay, I made it up to Scout Lake here, and there's some fish jumping, so I'm going to fish for a minute before I make my way up to the Lofty Pass and up to Lofty Lake, so let's go get them.
I spent some time fishing at Scout Lake. It was a beautiful place to be. It was nice to be back in the mountains after my long trip. I had some strikes, but didn't land anything, but my luck was about to change.
Okay, got one on here. 10 cars bending. That's a nice fish. Wow, that's good stuff. He's fighting me hard. I'll wear him out, get him in. Okay, I got the one tiger, and I got a nice brookie on, but he got off. I got hit probably about 21 times, but of course they didn't take it. So still fun to fish here. I've never fished here before, so gonna move on, head for the pass, head for Lofty Lake, and then down to Camas for the night. We'll check you in a bit. Okay, I fished Lofty Lake here for probably about an hour and a half. I got 3 hits. I had one on that felt pretty decent. It felt like a 12, 13-inch fish. The other ones that were hitting me on the other side were just so small, I don't even think they could get my size 16 hook in their mouth. So anyways, I'm going to put on the pack and head down to Camas Lake and get camp set up. We'll check you in a bit. Okay, found my camp. I'm gonna go ahead and get things set up and we'll check in just a little bit. Okay, camp is all set up. I'm gonna go fill up some waters and do some fishing and settle in here. This is pretty nice. Got a nice camp in here. It's really, really sweet. We're under a full fire restriction, so there will be no fire tonight. While my camera's running, I'll probably just watch a movie or two on my phone. Just crawl in the bed, and then when I want to go get my camera and change it out, we'll do that. That's just the way it goes. After seeing the Balua fire, they came over the ridge when I was exiting the North Side High Line. No more fires this summer until they lift the restriction, and it may not be till next year because we've been really dry. Definitely brought my Lucy lamp, so I have some lamp in camp, and we came prepared. So let's go get after this. Oh yeah, nice cutthroat. Wow, that's a big boy. Wow, that was huge, big cutthroat. We're gonna fish some more. That was awesome. Okay, got myself another one. Bending a good one. He's a fighter. He's a big cutthroat. This looks like a cut bow. This guy has definitely got some interesting colors. That's crazy. All right, that was some top-notch big fish in there. Some big cutthroats in this guy. So I'm gonna sit down and relax for a little bit and enjoy this. See what these clouds do, and maybe take a walk up to the ridge here and see what I'm gonna shoot the Milky Way with tonight. And then I might go back out for another fishing session. Just wanted to get all my water back to camp and all that good stuff. So we'll check in a bit. All right, having buttered chicken for dinner. And boy, what a great day. Stopped at the first lake, Scout Lake. Got a tiger down there, and then I got some hits up at Lofty, which I've never gotten a hit there before, so that was a first. But then coming down here to Camas and these big cutthroats, wow, they are quite the treat. I actually thought they would go for the grasshopper, and I threw that out. They didn't want nothing, dude. I put a parachute Adams on there, and it was just like money. Like I got hit at least 5 or 6 times, landed 2. So, all right, I'm gonna finish up my dinner here, and then I might go back out for a little more fishing. Then get ready for the evening. Go scout out a spot for the Milky Way and get into my night gear and settle up for that. So we're not having a fire tonight because there's a fire restriction in here. So I'm just gonna lay down on my tent while the camera runs its business and watch a movie and just relax and rest. And yeah, it's nice to be back in the mountains. This is my first time back since the North Side Highline Trail, and that's thanks for everybody that tuned into that. So it was a great adventure. Definitely had its challenges for sure. But I made it through and that's the most important part. So I'm going to go eat. We'll check in a little bit.
All right, top of the morning to you. It's day 2 here on the Lofty Lake Loop, and just got up, pretty much packed, had breakfast. I'm having my coffee right now, and then yeah, we're gonna put this thing together. Great day yesterday fishing and hiking around to the different lakes, and found a really nice camp spot in here at Camas Lake last night. Caught some monster cutthroats. That sunset in here last night also was pretty neat. I got a Milky Way time lapse last night, so that was pretty cool. We'll process that when we get home and see what it looks like, but it was definitely over an hour of the Milky Way just moving across the sky, so pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna finish up this coffee here because it's that time, and then I'm gonna hit the trail, so we'll check in a little bit. So good. Okay, all packed up to go. We're gonna hit the trail. Thanks, Camas Lake, for a great night. Let's finish off this Lofty Lake Loop.